Photoelectric effect is one of the important discovery of science. Many of the applications such as night vision devices, image sensors, solar cells are based on photoelectric effects. Because of photoelectric effect, Einstein has been awarded Nobel Prize. So today I will talk about photoelectric effect. This is Subhro. Welcome to Materials Horizons. Wait. Subscribe the channel and share with your friends. Don't skip the intro. Let's begin with a question. Polished surface of magnesium with work function of 2.7 electron volt is radiated with ultraviolet radiation having the wavelength of 200. So it is radiated by 200 nanometer wavelength light. So because of which the electrons are coming out of the system. So they are asking that what is the velocity of those emitted electrons. Before jumping into the solution, let us first understand what is this photoelectric effect, how these electrons are coming out because of light, what is their dependence, so that we can solve many questions like that, many small questions, objective type MCQ questions we can solve. So let us first understand that. Until the end of 19th century, almost all the physical phenomena could be explained by the help of classical physics. However, black body radiation could not be explained by the help of classical physics. Black body is a very good emitter as well as an absorber. According to the classical physics, energy is considered to be continuous, but that could not explain the black body radiation phenomenon. It was 1901 when Planck took a bold step and postulated that energy exists in the form of discrete packets, which is called quanta of energy, because of which he has been awarded Nobel Prize in 1980. According to the Planck's theory, the emitted energy is proportional to the frequency of that emitted radiation. So it means actually E is the emitted energy varies the nu, that is frequency of that radiation, which can be, if we remove this proportionality sign, it will come n h into nu. This n is quantum number given by 1, 2, 3 like that, and h is Planck's constant 6.626 10 to the power minus 34 joule second, and nu is the frequency I have already told, right? Hence the energy comes in the form of quantum or quantum of energy. The difference between two consecutive quantum of energy given by 1 h nu, 2 h nu. So if we subtract it, it will come h nu. So it may be like 3 h nu and 2 h nu. It will also come h nu. After this Planck's theory, Einstein explained the photoelectric effect in 1905, because of which he has been awarded Nobel Prize in Physics. In 1921. Interesting point to be noted that Einstein earlier developed the special theory of relativity, which brings him a lot of international stature and respect. But unfortunately, this was not recognized by the Nobel Committee. However, in our discussion, neither Planck nor Einstein used the term photon. They have used only quanta of energy. Photon, this term was first coined by Gilbert N. Lewis in 1926. Experimentally, photoelectric effect can be easily understood. So inside a vacuum tube, there is a cathode and anode. which are connected to the negative and the positive electrode. When photon is falling on the cathode, the electrons are emitted or coming out of the surface and which are going towards the anode. The system is biased with a small potential here. The photon frequency, if given by nu, so this is equal to the electron which are coming out with some kinetic energy. So the maximum kinetic energy, if we take ideal case, and plus the work function. What is work function? This is actually minimum energy requirement for the electron to come out from the surface of the material to vacuum. So there is some energy requirement for those electrons to come out of the surface to vacuum is called the work function of those materials. It is a materials property, varies with different materials. This work function W also corresponds to a particular frequency and that is given by nu naught. So the energy given by h nu naught, and this nu naught is called the threshold frequency. Threshold frequency of a material. So we have to give certain threshold energy, otherwise electrons won't come out of the plate, right? From the previous equation, if we see, this omega max is given by h nu minus w, and we can put h nu minus h nu naught. So omega max, that is maximum kinetic energy, we can take common nu minus nu naught. Okay, if we take threshold frequency of a three different material given by nu 1, nu 2 and nu 3, say, then if we plot their maximum kinetic energy, it will come around like this. They are different, so their threshold frequency will be here. So this is nu 1, this is nu 2, this is nu 3. This is frequency, and this is omega max, maximum kinetic energy, above which actually we have certain kinetic energy of the electrons. If we extend them, that will intersect at certain point. Okay, so these are omega 1, omega 2 and this is omega 3. So this omega 1, omega 2, omega 3, they are actually potential required to stop the photoelectric effect completely. Okay, photo emission is frequency dependent, we can see from this graph or by the equation, but it is independent of the photo current. We are applying some photo current through this IPH, so it is not dependent on this. Okay, so when the voltage greater than 0, so we are applying certain voltage here V, so this voltage greater than 0, I photon will be amplified, because we know more electron will come this side because of this positive potential, and I photon will be amplified. That is very obvious, correct? If we plot the graph, what will come here? If it is I photon and this is the applied voltage, we will simply see that it will increase initially with the voltage. This I photon will be increased, but there is certain limitation, means after that it will be constant. For a single material, if we change the intensity of the light, the first one is I1, then I2, and then I3, the saturation will be lowered, but depending on the intensity, where I1 greater than I2 less than I3. It completely depends on the intensity. If we apply this is 0 voltage, so apply the negative potential, what will happen? It will go down, okay, same point, because it is same material, right? So this will be minus Vs. I will talk about that. Minus potential actually make the IPH smaller, okay, and this photo emission completely stops at minus Vs. Here minus Vs, it stops completely, IPH is 0. So this potential is called stopping potential, okay. Work done by electron transporting against stopping potential must be equal to the maximum kinetic of electron given by this E into stopping potential, okay. So if we replace in the equation max plus W, here what we will have E into Vs plus W, okay. When photo emission stops, this nu will be 0 obviously, and V approaches Vs. V means voltage, so we can write 0 equal to E into Vs plus W, and from here this Vs will be W by E. So by that we can also calculate the work function of the system quite accurately, because it is difficult to calculate the work function from the kinetic energy of electron. Those theories are very much helpful for solving lot of objective type questions and to grab the concepts. Let's solve this problem. What was that telling? Here the work function is given by 2.7 electron volt and irradiated with ultraviolet ray, where lambda is 200 nanometer. So we want to get the emitted electrons velocity, okay. Obviously ideal conditions we will take. So here what is the energy of this irradiated light? If we want to calculate the energy, that would be E into h nu equal to h nu. H nu is c by lambda, so this is c by lambda. C is the velocity of light, so we can calculate this h is 6.626 Planck's constant, 10 to the minus 34 joule second into 3 into 10 to the power 8. So this is the velocity of light. We want to keep it in electron volt, as W is in electron volt. That is why this is lambda into 10 to the minus 9 nanometer. We will divide it by 1.6 10 to the minus 90, which will make it in electron volt. So that will come around 6.211 electron volt, correct? Already by formula we have already proved that lambda max is h nu minus work function. H nu is 6.211 minus 2.7, so that will come around 3.511 electron volt. So this is the maximum kinetic energy of the system, but they are not asking kinetic energy, rather they are asking what is the velocity of the emitted. So now kinetic energy we know. What is the kinetic energy? Half mv square. So this is equal to 3.511. it means lambda max. So what is V here? Then V would be, this V is velocity, not voltage. That problem can be also given where the voltage are given, right? So we can calculate the kinetic energy. Like kinetic energy then would be E into Vs. Okay. Anyway, V is given by lambda max into 2 by m whole root. Okay, coming from this equation. Just put it again, 2 into 3.511. We have to again convert it in joule. No way. I wanted to avoid it, but we have to get it. Okay, 10 to the minus 31 kg. Okay, root over 1.233 into 10 to the power 12. Okay, so it will come around 1.11 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second. So this would be the velocity by which the electrons will come out from the surface. Okay, so that's it for today. Hope this video would help you to build up the basics of photoelectric effect. If you like the video, please like, subscribe and share. Also visit my channel, the link is given in the description box. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.